This is episode 316. I forgot it. I was looking at the whole list like an idiot. This is episode 316 still. He can't even play. He's a skeleton.
Yeah. This week we're going to talk about a device we don't like, a device we do like, and a person.
Jury's out on whether we like him or not.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
It's the tone control.
Ping. Bud.
What?
So my dog's chill enough that he'll just like hang and I don't have to like hover over him at night. So we were able to watch TV again. And we waited until like now, as in the blurry kind of now that's like over the last couple of weeks, to get into the Pitt.
Okay.
And I know that this is like, everybody was into this before, but I like it because we have 2 whole seasons. It's
nice.
It's great. So anyway, that's the only thing I've been
that's
doing
all you
with
got?
my life.
Nice.
The Pitt's fantastic. It's what everybody says it is.
Yeah, I would love to watch TV like that.
It'll happen again, man. Someday.
We actually just successfully finished a rewatch of Andor seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, that's excellent.
And gosh, and we're gonna find some time to watch Rogue One, and then probably A New Hope because duh.
You're gonna get to the end of it and be like, okay,
it's right there, So, 10th year anniversary of Rogue One, by the way. Where has the time gone? Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We're in the trenches still. I call it groundhogging. Every day is like, did I just do this? Who did I just tell this idea to? What? There's like a bunch of just
you have a Mobius strip instead of short-term memory?
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. It's just like folding over on itself a little bit. So, let's see. What's been going on since the last time? Lucas spent the night in the hospital for RSV, 1 night, but has now come back home. He was fine.
Right.
A surprise.
So just a bonus.
Yeah.
Well, so he's okay. First of all,
he's okay. He's actually today been like so much better than he has been for a while. He's just turned 7 months and is in the what is it? RSV is like 10 times more likely to hospitalize a baby under 1 than the flu or something. So we were one of those, and fortunately it was just 1 night. He needed to be hooked up to oxygen, which just, only for a little while, fortunately. I have this I don't know if this is like coming across as like blowing it off, but I am at a point of like, oh, we're going to the hospital again? Okay. Just kind of not dismissive of it, but just like my fatigue for that is high,
Yeah, your adaptation.
Yeah. So they're like, I knew we were going there.
Yeah.
And then Beth was like, well, they want to stay, like keep him overnight. I was like, of course they do. I'm not surprised by this. So then we just switch back to like, okay, I got to pick up Jack. I have to explain to Jack what's happening, which he's almost 4. And that's just trying to land a complex topic with a toddler is really tough. But anyway, we're all home now, and the weather's turning around finally. My God, it's finally not 40 degrees and windy. And it's just kind of like, oh man, the sun shines on your face a little bit. You sleep through the night once or twice, and goddamn.
boy, doesn't that just...
You got a cup of coffee in you?
Change your perspective, huh?
You are just... I've been in the opposite of that,
Yeah. Well, that's it. It's adaptation or habituation. I don't know what you want to think of it. I mean, it's nuanced. Getting adapted to stuff that sucks is a nuanced concept, right? And it's like
Yeah.
It sucks.
I try not to like sit around and feel sorry for myself, but also like I have a short list of things that have really sucked. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck, like why do I collect these?
Man, yeah, right. And so you're like, the fact that I'm not more stressed about this.
Yeah, that's concerning in its own right. Like,
Right.
yeah, I feel like disconnected and stuff, but whatever. It's fine. We're doing good.
Sure. Glad everybody's okay. This is not. I mean, didn't Jack have RSV at some point? This is probably
I think
going
twice.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, is like I'm also my memory of the last 4 years is really weak. Like really weak. You know, of like
Sorry to laugh at you. That's just
not
weird.
just like not just It's kind of thinking about like when did something happen? Like I know I am remembering something, but I don't know when it's from.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
It's in like I can remember. Oh, you said this and I said that, and then we went here for lunch and blah blah. When was that? Was that before the pandemic? Was that last year? Like
2 months ago? Last year? Yeah.
It's a really odd feeling because it's like I know it happened. I'm very connected to it happening, but a very specific detail of it is gone. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, my brain is full of holes again, and we're coming in hot tonight, I guess. But check this shit out.
Eric wants to know if you remember getting 2 Novos.
I do. They're on the wall.
Yeah.
My R2D2 lights came.
Yes. We've
These
seen a little demo.
fucks are so fucking cool. So this is my early pick of the week. But it's all pre-programmed. I just got to like print these bezels and like put them together and stuff, and bam, slap it in that dome, the dome ski, as you know, right? Boom, look at this. Woohoo. Now we're making droids. So that's pretty exciting. I'm closing in on finishing all the printing, and it's been Star Warsy over here. We had Star Wars Day in between, and of course, like,
Yeah.
you know. So last time we talked, I was getting ready to go to Vermont.
Yeah.
To go to, which is when we think Lucas got RSV. By the way, not like it matters when or where, but like that's when a lot of this started.
Yeah.
So, like we were in a hotel with him for the first time. The first night we were just like, we did not sleep at all. I had to be all at this event all day, which was really cool. Awesome event. Sold some stuff, made a few bucks, made enough to buy this light kit, which is really exciting. Kind of keep it in the hobby. And then that was 2 days, really good up in Burlington. And the next weekend, this most recent weekend was Star Wars weekend. Star Wars Day being Monday, May the 4th. And Justin's birthday, everybody, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Dragging you into this. Anyway, I again went down to Rhode Island to a brewery that does a May the 4th day, and they have music and stuff. And I just want to like talk about this for a moment. Folk of the Empire, I don't have any of their stuff in my office here, but Folk of the Empire is a in-universe folk punk band.
Sure.
Singing anti-empire songs. They're literal band of rebels.
Protest
I know I've
songs,
spoken.
yeah.
Yep. I know I've talked about them before. They're like banjo, guitar, and cajon, and some percussion and stuff like that. And it's great. It's really cool. Songs like "Let the Wookiee Win" and "Ewok in a Tree" and stuff like that. So the second band, so admirable, right? They get up there and they say, "Hey, we're called Tomb Envy."
Okay.
Slam dunk of a name, amazing name, Tomb Envy, right? He's like, we don't have any social media presence. We don't even we only exist now. Like they kind of like we have you cannot find us on the internet kind of thing. And I was like, God, that takes guts.
That's hard, man.
That's hard, right? And I got the impression that like these folks had been in plenty of bands before, so maybe they were doing this truly as a just for fun thing that is really quick and easy. But I was like, I watched the whole show thinking like, I have to tell everyone about how cool this is, but like, to what end? No one can go find them now. So they're called Tomb Envy, and all of their songs are about The Thing, the movie The Thing, or Blade Runner.
Okay.
Yeah. And they are like thrash punk, like incredibly fast and aggressive, short songs, screamy, yelly, shouty, amazing, full of intense energy. And they're all about either the The Thing or Blade Runner, which I learned that night came out on the same day.
Is that why they chose those for their
I don't know, but
subject?
actually they're also about Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick, the inspiration for the movie Blade Runner.
Right, okay.
So they're about these the pieces of media.
Okay.
Couldn't understand a word. Like, it was just intense. Oh, okay. Like,
now
but like awesome. It was awesome.
Stunning.
Anyway, and then the third band, Sleemo, is another in-universe Star Wars band, doom metal, akin to Sleep or like High on Fire type of stuff. And but they sing entirely in Huttese, the fictional language of Jabba the Hutt.
So how flushed out is Huttese?
Thoroughly, from what I understand.
Not by Lucas himself, I trust. Not his style.
But like, what a night. My God. And it wrapped up at 8. It was the craziest thing.
Get home for bedtime.
I brought the droids down and stuff and went down with another maker buddy of mine, and it was really fun. I got to hear songs about Blade Runner. And on the way home, I was like, I got to watch Blade Runner again. It's been a minute.
I never saw that sequel, which I would like to. Yeah, I would like to. I think I would probably enjoy it, but there's no way I'll get wife to watch it. So
I think I saw it. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that's missing.
I forgot, and you reminded me that on Sunday we went to the orchestra for their Star Wars Day.
Oh, right.
So
cool.
We went on the 3rd because it was a Sunday and everybody could come.
My thing was on the 3rd too.
Played. We have a pretty fucking outstanding orchestra here. Like, I know, it's like, oh, sure, the band from your area or whatever. It's pretty great. So they did, selections from pretty much everything, and some really the music hall here and the orchestra is truly great, and there are right down the moments in there where it really does come down to like the violin solo that is the Imperial March quote at the end of the Anakin Skywalker theme, right? You know what I mean? And it's silent in the room. Like, if any of the orchestra members were going to squeak their chair, you know what I mean? You'd hear it, and it's just, it is as quiet as, and it was actually, there's a guest director, but he's been with us. He's been here in Cincinnati quite a bit. And having conducted in other places, he talks about, at various talks and stuff that he does, he talks about how fantastic this orchestra is and how it's different performing certain pieces at other places where they don't have the fantastic music hall that we have, and they kind of just go for it, and everybody's kind of loud. It's almost like they're fighting the room. And to truly come into a room here where they can play full volume, they can go for it when it needs to be gone for, you know?
But they have a lower floor almost.
Yes, the dynamic range can go so low, and that's the thing. It's so clear in this room. So
I love that.
Did I just call the BSO a band?
The Boston Symphony Orchestra?
It's the CSO, and I don't know if the Boston Orchestra is going to hold up, Eric. No, I'm sure they're great too, but
I'm sure they're great. But like,
aren't they a band?
We're gonna get in a fight?
Am I being argued? Am I being argued with right now? Anyway. I mean, if fucking, what is it? Tomb. Now I've already
Tomb
forgotten.
Envy.
Tomb Envy is a band. Then why is
About the Thing? Yes.
In what way is the CSO not a band? Anyway.
We would call them an orchestra. Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to fight about it.
When they do performances like this, though, they are Cincy pops. So they do different, like stylistically they're set up for a pop. This was a pops night. I think that's a pretty traditional way to refer to it too. But so CSO on a normal night wouldn't call itself the pops, but
sure,
whatever.
So cool. Very,
It
very
was
cool.
very fun and cool. Yay.
Oh, I was going to just keep the Star Wars train going. I made a little Millennium Falcon fidgety thing today.
Oh, whoa. He's got so many layers.
You like this one? This is a
do.
good one.
That's very nice.
Okay.
All right.
What are we going to talk about? Or like, what are we doing? Are we going to talk about that kalimba?
Maybe. Here. This is what we're going to do. All right, so here's what I think. Let me give you like a rapid fire list of stuff, and you tell me what you want to talk about, and we'll jump right in. So
Alex is making fun of us in the chat, Justin.
Hey, I wrote down stuff. I mean,
He did.
seriously,
He's very prepared.
The week out of 52 where I wrote down stuff instead of only Derek, and you're going to call this one out as being unprepared? Like, come on.
I have a baby. Okay, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway, hit me with your great ideas,
He was in the fucking
Justin.
hospital.
Yeah, Alex.
Jesus Christ.
Get a grip. Anyway,
Okay.
let's go refund his Patreon.
So we've got the
I'm sorry. Well, I was a baby once, so there.
Were you ever in the hospital, asshole?
That's so good.
Asshole. Okay.
Anyway, please continue.
So we've got the
man.
the fanciest kalimba. We've got the Octave Tech Windows 11 guitar device.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. We've got a reamp box from Warm Audio. I don't know why I put this. It popped up in my thing. I don't know why it's here. That's probably not that interesting. It has a shitload of switches. I can't wait to find out what they do. We have Eric Clapton being demoted from the top 10 guitarists of all time, according to Rolling Stone. What of that would you like to discuss, Derek?
That's very interesting. Let's talk about that for a minute, and then I want to talk about the kalimba. Clapton and kalimba. Hashtag Clapton and kalimba.
Okay, so I saw this.
It's a shitty Coheed and Cambria cover band. Let's... Okay. I don't really care a ton about top 10 lists. Like we've talked about this on the podcast. I think what is there to say these days about that? That was interesting as when I was younger to me. Even then it was, I don't know, it was a stretch. But like, it's always the same people.
Sure. And you would expect Clapton to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So
certainly in the top 10. Like that feels like,
this pops up in the news feed, and I didn't.
Is it because
I decided
suddenly,
to
like?
Is because he's suddenly a fucking prick?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Okay.
So I didn't really read it because I just was like, I'm just going to type that in a note to myself. Clapton demoted, and sure enough, a couple of days later, as I call up a search tab for this before the show, the AI overview has informed me that yes, it is a controversy, and the controversy. So first of all, reports indicate Eric Clapton frequently ranked in the top 10 or higher in previous, more classic lists and was moved to number 35 in a revised ranking.
35.
Controversy source, I'm going to read this as the AI feeds it to me, right? So the change is widely cited as a reaction to his outspoken views on the COVID-19 vaccine injuries he claimed to have experienced, as well as his stance on discrimination in concert entry policies. I don't know anything about that second one.
It was a thing about like when we had to show vaccination records to go to big public events.
Oh, so it's part of the same thing.
Part of the same thing, yeah. And that was like concert policy or venue policy or state policy or whatever it was said, this is what we're doing.
It would be great if concert goers didn't all get waves of sickness so that they couldn't keep going to concerts. And Eric Clapton's like, I already have enough money, so I don't give a shit about this, so I'm going to yell at you about it. Also, I'm an unscientific fuckwad. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a paraphrased quote, of course. He said it a little differently than that.
So
I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking about these lists, like these top 10 lists and stuff, and they come out every year, and it's not like anyone's really waiting. It's not like the NFL draft or something, but it's still kind of like I don't know. At what point? Well, he was in the top 10 forever. Now he's not. So he was then. That still feels like kind of perpetual, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was in the past, and now it has been on the top 10. So I get like the controversy here, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And like, I think if it's because he's being a fuckhead, like that's even better. There's also been a whole lot of, as people have kind of looked into this with Clapton in the last few years, there's been a lot of surfacing of his stuff about like ripping everyone off musically.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
I mean,
like ripping off every Black American blues musician, right? And,
go figure.
and right. So anyway, I mean, whatever. Sucks to
Yeah.
suck, man. I don't know. It's not like he's any worse a guitarist. We know that.
Yeah, but there could be newer, better guitarists as well. Like this, we
Bingo.
could be quite fairly have moved him to 35 based on his playing alone. But it's also like it's up to Rolling Stone to decide what their criteria are, and
Yes.
as an editorial policy, somebody could, an organization can create an editorial policy where they'd say, if we were ranking something that if we were ranking some skill or hobby that Hitler was good at, and there's a bunch of non-Hitlers on the list, we could decide if we want to exclude Hitler from the list because of all the atrocities, right? And
Of course.
just to set an extreme example that everyone can understand. Now, Eric Clapton's atrocities are not as bad as Hitler's atrocities. I'm not suggesting they're equal, but if our
Let it be known.
if our editorial policy as Rolling Stone is that we consider who people are as a person, and that's a factor, then that's a factor. So that's I guess to decide what does Rolling Stone say that they base it on? And
guess,
frankly,
but there's
to circle back to the beginning, and I really don't give a shit. Because it's not going to change my
Right, 'cause
opinion of
that's what
Eric
I mean,
Clapton,
like-
which is internally developed and justified. So,
Right. And does it inform your opinion of Rolling Stone?
well,
I guess if you knew their criteria.
because of my personal bias, it increases my opinion of Rolling Stone, because either they have discovered new guitarists that rank high enough that they push him down as a player, or they're considering who he is as a person in the sense that he speaks about it publicly, because that's when it becomes fair. Right now, if he never said anything about his vaccine denial bullshit, then it would be unfair to call him out on it because he wasn't trying to influence anybody, right? But when you are a famous person and you say something in public about it, then it's fucking fair. Like, that is how you used your free speech, and your speech is free insofar as you're allowed to say it. You're not
free of consequence.
right, defended from criticism on it by its freeness. So anyway,
Man,
yes.
what a thing. Because I was just thinking, like, of course, maybe Tim Henson is now higher than Eric Clapton on that list, but also like he's fucking 50 years younger or something like that, So
he might still be getting better, for fuck's sake. Clapton's
now,
probably on the way out, let's be honest.
Now, wait a minute. These are like of all time lists, which include the deceased. So, right?
But you still have to. But you still have to be. Even if you're deceased, you still have to be better than people who are alive.
Yeah.
You have to be better than at least one of them. Or I guess at least. Well, no, I'm saying that backwards. You have to be within the top 10, whatever. There's no good way to say that. So I take it.
You know what
back.
I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, Jimi Hendrix #1? Cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Not going to argue.
Yeah, it's an opinion.
Yeah.
And
yours is Eddie Van Halen? Great.
right. And how well argued your opinion is in the list is what makes it interesting or not.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know who I don't see in
He can't even play. He's a skeleton.
plays his ribcage like a xylophone. Good.
Yeah. Anyway.
We've had a few pretty good bits tonight, I gotta say. I love a bit.
A good bit.
Oh God, what was I even going to say? My goodness. Oh, Bill Kelleher. Like, I don't see him on lists. Like, I'm not also looking for lists really, but Bill Kelleher of Mastodon.
Think of guitarists and then search for lists that they're on to see
Bill
where
on this
they are.
list. I'm actively seeking confirmation bias.
That would be the way to go, right? So you find your favorite. Like Eric says, his favorite is Derek Heidemann.
Whoa, weird.
So what you do is
I know that guy.
You pick out your favorite and then you go to Google, right? And you're like top guitarist lists with this person on it.
Featuring.
And then you use that to decide how much you like the list. And then you can learn about other guitarists that you'll also like. You find the list where your guy is at the top.
This feels poignant.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
I know, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something in there.
Yeah.
There's something in there. Anyway, like I don't really care about Eric Clapton anymore, and separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
Sure.
Let's talk about Kalimbas.
Let's talk about Kalimbas. Oh.
This is ancient.
I don't remember this at all, baby.
Me neither.
It's going to go on for a while. Do you want to still hear it?
Must be some univibe.
Yeah, or like a trem.
I wonder if it's the Loma, the Copper Sound Loma.
Oh. Could be.
Anyway.
Could well be.
It's like age-wise, the fact that neither of us remember it. That was an older pedal. Anyway.
How does he say this? Bastl?
I think.
Bastl?
Bastl.
Bastl Instruments. Kalimba.
Ta-da. I'm trying to find the link I shared earlier.
Here's a Kickstarter. I didn't put it in the show notes.
Okay.
Scroll up a little bit. You'll find it just like I did.
There it is.
So this is a Kickstarter who has blown past their goal by like an order of magnitude already.
Wow, it is way higher than when I looked earlier today.
They wanted like 50 grand and they have over $400,000 pledged already. 30 days to go, everybody. Jump in. So anyway, this is like so do you know what a kalimba is, dear listener? I know Derek
I have one right here.
Oh, look at this shit. He's fucking prepared.
Got one, dude.
He's prepped.
I don't know how in tune this is, but this is a kalimba, dear viewer. It's a
pretty nice kalimba, actually.
What would you call? How would you describe this? It's tines.
Yeah, it's a percussive. It's a pitched percussive instrument that is like flicked. So tines, not hammers. No, it's not struck. It's like plucked.
Yeah.
And so they're mounted to a sound box of some kind.
Yeah, it's a little spring. It's basically a spring action. You're vibrating a small, basically a tuning fork. And these ones are labeled with like their respective note and their number in the scale. Yeah. However, it did come with a tool to tune this. It's got like a lifter,
so you can
and you
loosen
can like
it and slide them.
Loosen it and slide them up and down and change the scale and stuff.
That's
cool. Cool.
So
Anyway,
this is like a keyed instrument. I don't mean it has keys. Is there a better way to say that? It's an instrument that plays within a key like a harmonica does.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Eric, resident like music nerd.
Yeah. There's got to be a word
for
that somehow. But anyway.
No, it's like Is there a word as in
for an instrument
something is bound to a certain key?
Yeah, an instrument
like a
that
harmonica
functionally is within a key.
This harmonica is in G or something like that.
Yeah, I think kalimbas. I looked this up earlier, and I think it said it was C major.
My sister might know.
By standard, like a standard kalimba.
I'll just text her. Hang on.
What key is kalimba in? Yeah, C major, according to the internet.
Okay.
No, not like a B flat trumpet. That's referring to how sorry, Eric. I'm talking to Eric now again. Like a trumpet being in B flat and a saxophone being in E flat is because that's the transposition of their music. That's not that the instrument itself is within a key. Like a kalimba doesn't have chromatic capabilities.
Right.
it's the notes available to it are within C major. Traditionally, now you can make them that have
fixed scale.
Fixed scale.
That's a good term if we can't think of something better. Fixed key, maybe.
So you could make kalimbas that were tuned differently, but a traditional 17-key kalimba is in C major. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and this is labeled as such, so.
Yes, so this one,
That's a C.
I'm looking at this, and it looked like it only had 9, so I think this is more...
my sister says transposing instrument.
A transposing instrument. I think she's talking about the same thing Eric was talking about, though. I think because...
Like as in the B-flat trumpet argument.
Right, because if you wrote all sheet music in not transposed, then a lot of instruments would be way off the staff. So they put them in the right spot by having them be transposed. Okay, anyway, we know what we're talking about. So anyway, this fucking thing is
a long walk for a short drink.
It's like somebody made a guitar pedal out of a kalimba, but it's meant to be played with your hands still, and it's just got these electronics kind of built into it, and there's all kinds of effects and different sounds. It's got some kind of like pickups in it, so that you can trigger electronic sounds besides the acoustical portions of it as well, and it's got a bunch of buttons and it's got loopers built in. It has gyroscopes.
Sorry, I'm clarifying with my sister still. She says instruments that are in C are just their name, such as violin, flute.
Yeah.
For example, a clarinet, her area of expertise, is a transposing instrument, so it's technically called a B-flat clarinet. So that's what Eric's saying. Okay, I said, I know, but a kalimba is physically in C major. Right, like Oh no, it's the opposite thing. That it is just its name. Like all instruments are in C, except for the ones that are labeled otherwise. And a kalimba being in C doesn't have it is by default in C, like violin.
But it doesn't. But it's not chromatic. Like it
doesn't have to be.
There are notes in the scale that it can't play, whereas that's not true for a
but
clarinet.
there are not notes in the scale that it needs to play to be C major that it cannot play.
Well, I know, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the inverse. Like, okay, never mind.
Okay, so this thing that is being Kickstartered here, the Bastl Twist. So it has touch sensors on it to trigger certain effects. It has, you can knock the sides of it to cause things to happen. You can wiggle it around. It has gyroscopes in it. And anyway, yes. What do you think, Derek?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still like texting my sister on the side. She teaches music and stuff. So she's like, if it's not a transposing instrument, it's just in C. And I think, like, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That, like, it doesn't have all the notes, but, like, you could tune it to have all the notes. What about a harp? Right?
Well, a harp is a chromatic instrument.
But
it has
not
all
always.
the notes.
It has them, but they're not always there.
But a harp has so many strings. I'm pretty sure they're always there.
It's not, but you can tune it to a different mode or something, so those scales are there. It's not just chromatic like a piano.
I think it is. A harp is chromatic like a piano. You would just, if you need to transpose, you move your hand one string down.
Are we sure? I mean, now I'm not.
I really was until you said it like that.
I'm really not.
Yeah,
This is not really the conversation we're even having, but like we can still talk about this fucking synthesizer kalimba instead.
Yeah. I mean, this is like beyond, this is an instrument that intimidates the shit out of me. But at the same time, so the reason I'm even bringing up that it's an instrument that is locked within a certain key is that's one of the things that makes a kalimba more approachable.
Yeah.
Right? Because you pretty much, you can't play something out of key. Like as long as you're playing,
as it's in C.
As long as you're playing in a song it's going to fit in. It's either going to fit or not. And you know, but then what they've done is they've added like 6 knobs and 6 buttons and a bunch of touch sensors and gyroscopes to like manipulate and loop and add sounds and stuff.
Yeah, so like it's the size of this thing, like, or smaller even. It's like the size of a guitar pedal. It has tines on it, but they're PCB material, and they're not actually acoustically sensitive.
Yeah, there's no like resonator box.
Yeah, but it's still detecting the touch and stuff like that, which is bonkers. It's got like a piezo pickup inside, a microphone inside, so you can you can mix in the physicality of it, even though it's like kind of thunky and not tuned to anything. I see these, and I've seen a bunch of Andrew Huang videos before, which is where I learned about this crazy piece of tech. And a lot of his stuff is like very fast paced, and he's a real synth nerd guy, and he gets it. But he's like, so I've had this thing, I just got this, and look at every fucking feature that it does. And I am so immediately intimidated by that.
This is
where he's like, you can like check this out, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, great, that sounds awesome. I can do that. And then he's like, and if you push this button, it does this. And then he says that 400 more times.
Right. I'm watching this video, and it's like, oh, Kalimba, the thing that you can just pick up and doon, doon, and you're just suddenly you're making melodies. Cool. You know, it's an improvisational, like, it's a supremely improv. Anyway. There's like something, I'm trying to make that into an
improvisory, like.
Yeah, like this is not my night, guys. What's the word for when you make up music on the spot? Anyway.
Bro, we should jam. We should Kalimba jam.
You could jam a Kalimba. I think that's what we're circling around it here. You can jam a Kalimba. But then they stuck all these fucking touch sensors in it, and suddenly I'm
right
in
up your ass. There it is. Sorry.
I'm in Looper world.
Wow.
I don't know what's happening to us.
We're having it's the bits.
It's the bits.
We're just on. Yeah. We're on tonight. It's a synthesizer kalimba, a kalinthesizer. And
oh, here's a good picture with the layout. But stuff. Can I zoom in on this?
The thing about Andrew Huang videos and synth stuff is that he understands synthesizers and the things that they have, whereas I understand overdrive pedals and the things that they have. But the way that he was speaking about it was just like I was following along for maybe like 75% of the way, and then it gets extra weird. There's touch points, he calls them, which are like conductive little
dots.
Little bolts on the outside of the case that are just like touch sensors, like it's a fucking, like the Z button on a GameCube controller.
Oh my God.
So anyway.
MIDI. So some of the tines have secondary functions. And
the buttons have like secondary and tertiary functions.
Yep. You can make it, you can make it have like portamento and Duke Glissandos and stuff, things that you can't really do with a kalimba unless you had like 19 fingers. Detuning. So we're right there. You can fucking take it out of the key. After all that bullshit I was
You can take it out
earlier,
of the key. You can also put it into any of the like modes, right? You can like change the what is in the scale of it. It is a very cool little thing.
It's a little thing. What's the buy-in here?
So on Kickstarter, you can get the early bird pricing for
420
euro, which is about $500.
And
which doesn't seem crazy for like a small synth.
Yeah, and there
in the world of like who is it? Teenage Engineering.
Right. Teenage Engineering.
You know?
Yeah, that's what you think of.
You know them.
Yeah, you've heard of those clowns.
But like if they made a
there don't seem
kalimba,
to be
it would
any
be
pledge levels lower than that, like because that's the cost of the thing.
Oh, interesting. I think they have early bird pricing basically, and then you can get a strap. Cool.
What?
I think if you had a strap for your kalimba, I would think twice about.
For a cool 500, you get a strap? Like, well, hold on. Oh, this has like a different paint schematic on it too. It's a little more. I was about to say that's 500 euros, so that's like a $90 strap. No, it's a different edition of the thing as well. So.
So it's up now. You have 30 days to back it. It should be pledged not pledged, but delivered by the end of the year.
I mean, he's holding one and playing one, so they work.
And I saw it in my YouTube feed twice today, 2 different creators talking about it. So I'm going to maybe follow this one. It's very cool. I'm not going to buy one, but I love like what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else was on your list? We've exhausted 2.
What else is on my list? So that friggin' the thing that quote unquote destroys quad cortex.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then this other warm audio reamp device, which I don't think we care about that much. It just has so many buttons. Anyway.
Ah man, I remember this.
Do you want 25 more seconds of it?
I think it's a cool chord change. Yeah, there it is.
All right.
This is when I was doing longer ones, when I was like streaming my recording and stuff. Look out, everybody. Eric is fucking revved up.
Eric is revved. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in here. So this is from Octave Technologies Ltd. This is the Octave HS-1. Now, I came across this because of whatever. I'm going to scroll up here. Because of this guy's YouTube channel, now Spectre Sound Studios YouTube channel, I have spoken pretty highly about in the past.
Glenn Fricker, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And I followed his stuff for a little. I don't like watch everything he makes, but he's got a thing about him. He's like kind of in the high gain metal space and stuff, modern music, modern like guitar, heavy rock stuff.
He's a studio guy. He's recording stuff. He's doing things. And his he's brash. He yells, but most of the time he's been right and pretty fair.
I think he's very fair. Like whenever I see him getting really angry about something, he is right about everything he has said. I think he makes his points very clearly and makes them well.
And I've heard especially just some of his points being when it's not like, oh, you have to have, he's not one of these like you have to have this super top gear to do anything. Like the point was, it doesn't matter that much and the song is more important. And I think the last time I talked about him on this show was because it was about what's the little tiny modeler that's like a mini pedal? Is it Tonex?
Oh, the Tonex.
Tonex.
Yeah.
So he was doing like a comparison between quad cortex. He was doing their modeling, like actual imprinting of amps, because that little tiny $100 thing can do that too. And he analyzed it. He zoomed in and showed like the software version of that, and shows how it's a little shakier than like the higher end ones from Neural and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he made a song and recorded it with both, and then he's sitting there playing back the mix, and all the guitars and all the bass are done through this. And can you tell? I mean, I can hear when he switches it, but after a couple of seconds, it doesn't matter anymore. So we're that's the thing. It's like by the time you get through the mix,
I hate it. I hate it, but I love it. Like
so how anyway. So I felt like it's been good, right? So I clicked this video of his, and it turns out to be right on the product page of this. So then we have questions about whether he's like an investor or something in this company. But
the thumbnail of which is pretty clickbaity, but everyone does it, including Spectre Sound Studios. So it's something like, what does it say?
Well,
like
it's his
the
video.
quad cortex.
Like the quad cortex has been destroyed or something like that.
Yeah.
And
it's dead.
What he shows is this quad cortex sized device with a little breakout foot pedal that has 4 buttons on it. It looks like a fairly elegant design, whatever. It's a big touchscreen kind of device. Mm-hmm. He says that it costs less than half of a quad cortex, and how's the sound hold up? And then he runs through and does similar kinds of demos. And similarly, it sounds fucking normal. It's a modeler. They all like in context, they're all fine, right? And then there's a little bit of background radiation. Like this turns out to be it's running like a thinned out version of Windows 11, and it's just like a CPU, and it's not an FPGA. It's not DSP chips. And I do have some concerns about that. But, you know, if he was going to tell me this was a $500 device, I'd be like, okay, then there's your trade-off, right? But he says less than half of a quad cortex. Well, I go here to the website. It is $950 is what they want for it right now. That is not less than half of a quad cortex. That's like 2/3 of a quad cortex. And
let me see.
So I'm not impressed by that.
Currently 1,800.
Well, then that's higher than when I looked. So I guess so. He's closer to Wright, I guess. It's closer to half.
And it's like allegedly on sale. Okay, whatever. But still,
yeah,
$1,000 though.
$950, $1,000. I'm scared that it's running Windows 11. And
right. So I don't bring up the price thing to like be like, actually, Justin, no, the point is like at $1,000, it should still be like, it should not be this. It should not be running Windows 11.
Yes. And
your if it were $500, the argument is still accurate.
Yeah. And I feel like also the video, just to dig on Glenn a little bit, because I think he fucking deserves it, because this video was like 25 minutes long, and like 15 minutes or 18 minutes of it are this like seemingly a history lesson about like the music industry, and he talks about Napster a bunch. And I went to the comments when y'all pointed out to me that his video was the homepage for this company, because this is what you like, what you're looking at, dear viewer, is the website for this company. It's just his face. Like, there's literally no information about the product until you scroll down past the picture of his embed of his video. This website, by the way, is fucking terrible. Like, if we click around here a little bit, you'll see that they didn't even.
I think it's a Shopify template.
It's like a Shopify template. Contact this stuff. In fact, this has been filled in since I last looked. So this is like currently in production. There's a bunch more stuff here. It looked very unfilled in template when I first looked at it a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it does look a little different.
So I think they've been working on that. Okay.
Company headquartered in Cyprus?
Yeah, they're not in the States.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It sort of seems like I think
it's a stupid form factor. Like, let's start there.
Okay.
Right? Like,
the big picture. The big flat box with the whole top as a screen.
The whole top is a screen. Okay, like, sure.
So
pedals have screens. Quad
it has
cortex,
a couple
helix.
of knobs for the guitar-like processes that you would want, but they're...
No, not even. They're gain 1, gain 2, and volume. Like, they're not on the front. They're not even... Those are interface controls, because it is shaped...
it's an interface as well. He did mention that, too. You can use it as a recording
shaped like an interface. See, I'm looking at this as like, it's an interface first and a guitar pedal second. Because if it's running... Isn't it supposed to be a DAW? Like, I wouldn't think of bringing a...
I don't think it is a DAW. I think it can connect... It can be an interface for your DAW. Like, it has...
For a DAW, okay.
I think it has speaker outs and stuff. Maybe not.
It does. Well, it has friggin...
We've got network, we've got USB, we've got HDMI, and a couple of, like, 4 USB ports of different connectors. Oh, wait, we got guitar out left and right. No, so it's just USB into the computer to be your interface, but it doesn't really have speaker outs. Oh, there's more USB and an SD card on the side. Well, there's an SD card, so maybe you can record on it.
The world's first integrated recording interface, live multi-effects unit, VST/MIDI instrument player, and multi-track editor, parentheses, DAW. Okay,
so it's got some kind of multi-track DAW in it. It runs, it can load VST plugins, and since it's just an ordinary CPU, it's just going to, anything that you can run on your computer, you're going to be able to put on here with all the consequences of that. Now, let me tell you why you don't necessarily want that in a guitar pedal, because you don't know what the latency or reliability of all these sorts of things are. You kind of want a more ironclad system.
Yeah. I'm looking at, I found a spec sheet that's like a picture of the spec sheet, not the actual document itself.
Great.
Guess what, guys? It's got quad cores, huh?
Yeah, it's a quad core like Intel CPU or something. I don't know if it's Intel or who makes it, but it's an x64 CPU.
Free Bluetooth foot switch.
Well, free like how your books are free when you go to college. You have to buy them.
You got to buy them.
Yeah. Included in the price.
Iconic amp tones and effects without the bulky gear. Includes 10 captured rigs and 40 presets with a discount on the full THU version. What is THU?
I don't know. Apparently it doesn't even come with everything that they have for free. So on top of your $950.
Amp models, it's got like Fender, a Jazz, here we go, Fender, Roland JC120, a dual rack, a JCM 800, a Soldano, and a AC30. And then some cabs, looks like all those corresponding cabs, of course, 2 overdrives, 3 mods, 4 delays and reverbs, and then some other stuff like compressors, octavers, EQs, volume pedal.
So Eric's a little shocked by this, how small that list of stuff is. But the thing about it is, though, you can put anything you want in it. Like you can put the neural VST in here. I really think like it's being presented as a platform, and they have to put some stuff on it. But like
it's more of a blank slate,
right? The thing that would be good about this, if it works, if it's good enough, is that it's a computer and there's no limit to what you can put on it. So, but there's downsides to that, and I just don't buy it. And I think the way the whole thing's done is so shady. I go to the comments on that video after I realized that this was kind of an ad. And yeah, there's some people who are just in love with Glenn, but there's plenty of people going, wow, I didn't, that's 23 minutes I'm not going to get back. Somebody posted the link to the exact timestamp where the history lesson is done and the ad begins, as they put it.
I haven't even watched this video because...
Don't bother.
Somebody posted it, and then we started kind of ripping it apart, and I was like, oh shit, like I'm not going to waste 25 minutes. No. But I'm still not stuck, but I'm very interested in how we landed on this shape for the product, right? Like it's,
but it has to be right. That's the screen they wanted to use. This is how I see it anyway. That's the screen they wanted to use, and therefore, like it had to be that big, so they just stuck everything under the screen.
Right. I mean, there's that, but I just mean it is serving neither the pedal board or the studio. It is not really shaped well for either of those things.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to put this thing on your pedal board, like probably not. I guess this would be in a rack and you'd have the Bluetooth thing on your pedal board or something. I don't know. Do people do racks anymore? Anyway.
Maybe.
Look at where the ins and outs of this thing are relative to the screen orientation. It's on the fucking front.
Well, there's headphone and stuff and an input on one side, and then guitar outputs are on the other side, which are the top and bottom from the perspective of the
guitar
screen.
Pedal orientation. And right, yes.
So if this was on your board, it is like the buttons and stuff are on absolutely this place you wouldn't want them to be. I think the selling point for the form factor is supposed to be. So I'm going to try to steelman this, right? I'm going to try to create a charitable argument here, charitable version of the argument.
Eric just asked, like, how do I use this live? And that's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah, like,
and that it's impractically oriented.
Your input's got to go in the bottom as it faces away from you, and then your outputs are going to come out at the top to go into the rest of your pedal. So I guess you need some right angle stuff. They could have stuck it all on one side.
Yeah.
A side would have been better than top or bottom, but top probably would have been best after that. And then the switches are this breakout box thing that you also have to find a spot for because they're not built into the surface. But okay, so let me try to imagine. So here's the infomercial that's going to try to sell this thing, right? To somebody who wants to use modelers. Or is being sold off of an amp, okay, and doesn't have a modeler. But the point is, oh, you want to stop using your amp or whatever, but the modelers have these tiny screens or knobs that don't show you what you're looking for. And, oh, I've got to pull my phone out and Bluetooth into it to control my oh no, oh, I dropped my phone. This is so hard to do, right? That's all in black and white.
Yeah.
But have you heard of, and this thing has like a 12-inch, it's like an iPad sized thing, right? There you go. And now I can like navigate on it. Yeah, well, look at the combo input on the front there. Yeah, I think it's like...
Oh, it's a 10-inch...
I think it's vaguely iPad size.
10.1 inch.
It's literally 10.1. Isn't that what an iPad is? Isn't that literally... Is this just hold on. Is this just the screen from an iPad slapped on top of a box that somebody...
No, because it says full HD LCD touchscreen.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
It'd be nicer if it was an iPad.
Ships in 3 to 4 business days. So this thing is available.
Not in black anymore, only gray.
Yeah, and fuck you. Why does it come in 2 colors? Like, why are... You chose that? You chose to launch with that? Instead of like, maybe we should orient this for like, so there's not cables coming out of all 4 fucking sides.
But the breakout box is a selling point, Derek, and
there's
I can't figure out why.
Wah. There's an optional wah volume treadle thing that you can get. Not free though. Not free like the Bluetooth pedal switcher.
Free. So
like, okay, I just think we've got these 2 worlds, studio and live. There are obviously plenty of others, but that's kind of the 2 main categories that a lot of stuff gets spoken about from.
Yeah.
You've got this thing. Say you want to build a little thing to play guitar at home, but you have to deal with volume, right? You have to deal with an apartment situation or something like that. So you're looking at modelers, you're looking at headphone outs, you're looking at software. Here comes this thing that is a computer, but isn't. Like, what would you make with this? Like, you would kind of build a separate computer-driven guitar rig that itself is not your computer. Right. Like, I would connect this to my MacBook.
I think you can record on this too, so it would have like bedroom sketchpad capabilities. So I'm picturing there's a GarageBand in here somewhere, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But then
you dump the SD card out or
into what?
Send it onto your computer.
Into GarageBand? Like, where are you then? I'm being facetious, but like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of like it's bridging a gap where I don't think there really is one. No, I don't think, you correct me if I'm wrong. Have you ever been working in your studio and thought like, if I could have all of this on stage?
Oh no! Like if I was on stage, I don't want this screen anywhere near a stage, right?
That's what I mean.
Like
now, granted, the Quad Cortex screen, the Helix screen, the new one, they're huge and they are touch screens and stuff like that. But at the same time,
they're not 10-inch touch screens, and they do have like stuff on there. My main complaint isn't that they're trying to, like, I think like trying to do different form factors and spreading out the market and stuff, like market segmentation. I think these are all good for competition. The trouble is that these guys came in hot at like $1,000, and that is way too much money for how risky and not ideally formed this machine is, right? Like DSP is better. Say like, but they told it like it was a selling point. This doesn't have DSP chips, so you can put anything on it. Well, great. So you're telling me I can break it, right? Because you know what you can't put on a Quad Cortex? Shit that would make it not work.
Yeah.
And at the end, when he goes, it's running this stripped down thin client version of Windows 11, and I was like, what? What the fuck? So you're telling me...
Sounds like you just said Windows 11.
Every time I turn this on, I have to wonder if Microsoft has installed a driver I didn't ask them to install. Do you know what happened to my game computer? Like, I manage very carefully, and one day my VR headset didn't work. It's because Microsoft installed a graphics driver that didn't belong on it without my permission. And I had to go through a ridiculous process to clean a graphics driver out so that I could put the official one from the company that makes my hardware back onto my computer, because Microsoft was like, nah, we know better than them, the people who made your shit. So that's what they do, right? And nobody has not heard of people's computers just fucking rebooting in the middle of everything, because
of course.
And I'm sure like the thin version doesn't have Copilot on it and shit, but like, so I'm not even approaching this from like a privacy issue, right? It's just like the OS that's known for fucking breaking itself all the time, because the company has like for years now has been doing a shit job and making things bloated and nasty. Like, don't strip that version. Like, you know what I mean? Come up with anything like Android or whatever. Like, there's tons of devices
that is known already a baseline as more reliable.
God, like you're trying to be cheap, right? This is all the things. Like all these factors are going in the wrong direction. Like everything that it wants to be, it's failing. It's outside of there's like a Venn diagram of all the stuff that it wishes it was, and it's not in none of them.
That's
overlap.
what I mean. Like it's neither a piece of studio gear or live gear.
It's neither expensive nor cheap, right? It's like in the middle. It's like not cheap enough to be like a cheap alternative like he's selling it. It's not.
If I bought this thing and I unbox it, and I think I would have a hard time knowing what to do at first. I'm sure there's like some welcome to this thing.
You'd probably poke at the buttons.
Like,
I mean, look at the front of it. It's got pedals on it. You'd be like, oh, that's a pedal. You know how to use that. But like,
I guess. But
why?
Yeah.
Is the how big is a touchscreen on a quad Cortex? Like 6 inches?
That's a good question. Let me see. I think the quad Cortex Mini, which I'm still waiting for, has the same exact screen.
Right. Yes, I recall that.
Understood.
8, Eric? 8 is pretty big.
Screen. Command F. Screen 7. It is 7.
Okay. So 3 more inches of screen is supposedly one of the selling points of this. So if you've been looking at a quad Cortex and going, this thing is a bear to use because I don't have 3 more inches of screen, right? Or you've been looking at your quad Cortex.
Fuck you. Like, no.
You've been looking at your quad Cortex and thinking to yourself, this thing sounds great and works great on stage and has lots of capability, but I can't record multi-track on it.
Yeah.
Question mark.
What gives?
Right? So these are the problems you have to be having for this thing to be a good idea. I would love to have a quad Cortex, except
it doesn't have Centipede on it.
Except it can't record on itself a little bit, and I only have $1,000.
Quad Cortex Mini is $1,400, so a few $100s more. Same functionality, same OS, same captures, same everything as the full size. It is just fewer
Eric's
foot
got
switches.
it. Yeah, so this is where I thought you were going to come
for
back to me.
$1,000.
For $1,000, I'm buying the Helix.
So if we're stuck in $1,000, oh yeah. If we're stuck in $1,000, there's so many better ways to spend your money than whatever this thing is.
If it was $500, it would be like, okay.
Oh, let's cool little fun project thing.
Let's figure out how this can fit into my shit, because I can make that work, right?
So something like if you're field recording a lot, maybe that's cool. I don't know. Right? If it's got a DAW and it's only this big and it's easy to throw in a bag.
Yeah.
Boom.
You can get over a lot of form. It is, but you can get over a lot of form factor stuff if the money comes down a lot. If suddenly this is competing with an HX Stomp, or you know what I mean, like then it's like, oh fuck, yeah, but this one, right? Like,
right, and going back through the chat a little bit, like the thing about the other modelers and stuff is they're in a chassis, as Eric said. They are in an enclosure that's like a pedal, right? A digital computer designed to be stepped on.
What this one has, it separates the stepping out. The stepping happens on its little switchboard. So
that's what I mean when you've got the thing It's Bluetooth, so the thing is hooked up somewhere else.
Well, it has a USB port too, and I guess that other jack is for the expression pedal or something, right?
Yeah, so you've got the neural John Mayer thing loaded up into this, right? And your foot switches are doing your tube screamer,
right?
I guess.
Yeah. Bluetooth, I think of Bluetooth as having a lot of latency. It's probably not that big a deal if you're switching, but anyway. Yeah.
It's like upsetting, it signals a lot. Like it signals of huge distrust with me and Spectra Sound Studios and Glenn.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that came off at all. It's very bad for that to be the tagline of the video, that this other thing is destroyed. And I'm looking at it going, well, the form factor is shit. It's clearly not going to be as stable, even if it is remotely as powerful as a quad cortex. If he's trying to argue that they have similar amounts of processing power, like it's just not better. It's not better to use a CPU for this. CPUs are good at CPU things. It's not what you want on stage. I'm not saying it can't work.
I mean, okay, I can hook up my MacBook to work on stage.
Do you see that video of the clown playing in a band and the MacBook?
I know exactly what you're going to say.
He's playing on the keyboard of the MacBook and it was like a drum. It was like a synth or something. He was going fucking
I've
crazy
seen it where
on
it's like
it.
He's holding it almost like an accordion.
Yeah, he's got it like sideways like this. And he's like and
he's playing it up and down. Yeah, I've seen that. He's using the physical keyboard, the language keyboard.
Some instrument, some virtual instrument mangled into that, and he was like,
well, it's built right into GarageBand.
Yeah.
It's fucking so stupid. It's so good.
I mean,
it's incredible.
It's incredible, and that's the thing that
because then I'm there going like, did you see that guy playing the hell out of that MacBook?
Right, because when the music is good, right, or when the music is at least interesting, you know what I mean? When somebody's shredding, like, okay, let's talk about shredding for a second. If somebody's shredding, even if like it doesn't move you musically, you're still like, fuck yeah, brother. Right? Because they're shredding, right? So the guy gets the MacBook out and you're like,
what?
Are you like so we're
it's like a vestige of awful taste but great execution, right?
Like how much has your confidence stepped beyond you, right? But when he starts shredding and you're like, it didn't. Your confidence met you where you were, and you were on stage being confident doing that, and it was awesome, But like most people, right? So that's an edge case. Does the music cause you to make a stank face? If so, then good. Yes. Okay. And now, if somebody plays good music on this thing,
it is good.
Then good. But it doesn't make Glenn's video correct. It was bad, and he should be ashamed. And I don't know. I guess I hope he got paid, but like. I've got to skip over his videos now. Like I can't.
That's what I mean.
That's what I do with my
very
algorithm.
Skeptical of him.
I'm gonna be like downvote. Like I just can't. Now I know that if you say something, it's not gonna be a legitimate comment on a product anymore. And the last video I saw from him was great, and now I'm like, was it? Did Tonex pay for that? I don't know. He was a little bit he wasn't denigrating of them because it's only $100. Because that's what it came down to is at the price point you can overlook a lot, and at this price point I can't overlook all the shit that's going on in here. Micro slop, There are other options, man. Like Reaper runs on Linux. That's how the guy who did Reaper as a guitar pedal platform on a Steam Deck. That's what it was. It was just the full Linux on a Steam Deck running Reaper. You could do anything and it not be Microsoft. Now, I'm not sure if I would, this thing runs Linux. I'd be like, I mean, do they have a history of software development? Because like, I'm just not sure that some random company that clearly popped up last week, I'm going to trust with an OS, right? But at least I know they're not going to be there's not some overlord shoving updates into it while I sleep, but
it feels like it's also for me a nail in the coffin of like everybody's got to make money, right? Like everybody's got to be making stuff, and in the market for this space and that space. And I thought Glenn had a really focused and specific and carved out area of expertise. And still does. But now it's like you're saying, it gives all this like speculation around the like pedigree almost, or like the of an idea or like of a product or something like that. So I think most YouTubers that I come across in that space tend to acknowledge if something has been sponsored or provided by the company and stuff. Did he say anything like that? I'm guessing no.
No, I mean, with all the comments about, oops, this was an ad, like, no, he did not. Yeah. And I don't know, like, did he buy it? Maybe he bought it and made it. Maybe,
but still,
maybe.
I think that's a detail they usually want to share. Creators usually want to share because they're like, I am so unbiased by this, you know. But I don't know. And like I said, the late stage capitalism of it is killing me. Like, just can we not? Does everybody fucking need to make a modeler now? Like, we have so many things. We have we have the sum total of gear ever created. At all times.
I think I have a different. I think I disagree with you. Not that we don't have a lot. Like, I agree we have a lot. I think we've hit a tipping point where it is no longer like, now here's a modeler that sounds good, right? Like, nobody is saying, yeah, but this one sounds good, right? What we're saying now is, look what else can do it. Right? Look, for $100, you can get this Tonex thing. Where this misses is they made a product that apparently is going to cost $1,000 for them to sell. But then the pitch was, and it's cheaper than modelers that sound the same as it. That's not enough. Like, it isn't in cheap zone. So it's like a product segmentation issue. Like, I don't have a problem with people filling out the market and having options. I don't want Quad Cortex to be the only game because they name their price, right? Like, there has to be something where they can, they're doing product segmentation within their own line too, but like something needs to have pressure on that, and that's good. I just think this one looks like it's too expensive for what you get.
It would also be nice if it was just pitched a little differently, as like, I'm trying to think, like, what is a more interesting angle for me as a product that's like, look, there's a million plugins out there these days. Modelers are all over the place, and you don't know what to pick. Our thing that is a blank slate, a blank canvas for you to create art from. Yeah. It has these specs. That means it can run all the big stuff out there. Like, that's so much more exciting to me than, I don't know, than like it shits on the Quad Cortex. Shut the fuck up. No, it doesn't.
I know, it doesn't. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't shit on the Helix from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Eric's asking, who buys this? I think who buys this is somebody who wants a big boy toy modeler, but is feeling the cost, right? And I think they've been lured. That's I guess what bothers me is I think they've been lured. And
I was going to say there are solutions for this already. We just said we were just talking about. Yeah, if the money is the thing, under $1,000 there are modelers available now.
Right. And they're DSP modelers with ecosystems that have a company looking after them that are going to be shipping updates that are feature updates. They're not Windows 11, like, who knows what's going to happen to it.
Get Reaper and the fucking John Mayer plugin. Yep. $100. Or whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah, and
it bothers me. Like, that's what I mean. It feels gross, and it feels like, I don't know. It's
paid Reaper is $60.
It's disappointing too. Like, if this was just some schmuck on the internet that no one had ever heard of before, launching this thing, we would have been like, what a waste. Like, what a weird, dumb thing. And then, like, it's attached to a voice that we were trusting. Yeah. Hurts, man.
Yes. The positioning of the YouTube channel as being, I'm looking out for you to find a way to get the same thing for less if it doesn't reduce the sound quality. That's the positioning of that YouTube channel. And It's just such a nasty ad. I don't like it. Because the bones are there. Like, it is cheaper, but only because of which one he tried to compare it to. And it is functional, but only because it's literally capable of doing it. Is it reliable? I don't know. Like, I have a lot of questions. And technically it has all the buttons you would need, right?
Boy, howdy, it is so much cheaper than that rocket to the moon, but it's got the same tech. It's got.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm like worked up about it.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well,
just like be better, you know?
Derek's ranting as bad as me, guys.
We got a lot of titles tonight. When we get ranty, it's a title night. That's what it is.
All right. Here we go. So, are we going to pick stuff? Are we going to pick it? Are we going to thing of the week? We keep changing what it's called. It's called TOTW, nerds.
Thing of the week, pick of the week, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got stuff. Go ahead.
Sure.
Do you got stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I already said we're guzzling the Pitt. It is such a good show, though. Like, there's just too many. I'm not even going to talk about it because there's too many things that are good about it.
Okay. I've heard that from many people.
There's so many times
I trust that it is.
I pause and like I go back to like. So the if anybody doesn't know, like, the overall conceit is it's an emergency room show, but the whole thing takes place during one shift. So it's one of these, like, each episode is 1 hour.
Oh, cool.
Of their
I didn't
shift.
know that. Nice.
And
like 24.
Yeah, it's like 24. So the first season is 15 episodes. These doctors are all there for 15 hours. Some of them are first day med students, right up to the attending physician overseeing everybody. And the character development that they're able to do in one day is realistic and deep and so interesting. And the medical stuff, I am told on good authority, is excellently researched and presented. The special effects are ridiculous. Like, it is so fucking convincing, all the gross stuff they have to do. Anyway. It like ER, except with Noah Wyle. Is Noah Wyle the lead? Is that the name of the guy?
So.
Except he was on ER when he was younger. So it is like ER and with Noah Wyle.
Nice. Yeah, one of these days we'll get around to watching the final season of Stranger Things, and then maybe we can watch The Pitt after.
There you go. You have so much to look forward to.
I know. Yeah, we are in a golden age of TV in many ways. And you can
just funnel it. You'll just be all ready. Okay.
Guzzling the Pitt is in the list if you're curious.
Okay. Here we go.
So, my pick of the week is, what am I looking for? Show complete album. This album called A Whole New Sound that came out in 2024. I am just getting hip to it. It is fucking Disney songs. Okay.
It landed.
Do you remember this?
No, A Whole New Sound just landed.
So we're A Whole New Sound. It's like a bunch of emo bands, rock bands, covering classic Disney songs. So we've got Newfound Glory, Part of Your World, Mayday Parade, Remember Me, Simple Plan, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and the best one of the lot, Magnolia Park, covering Eye to Eye from Goofy Movie. It is fucking so good. I've listened to it 90 times in the last 2 days. It is so fucking good. What was the last one? A Whole New World featuring Yellow Card. Not featuring, by Yellow Card.
I mean,
I had
it
it
is
in my head
featuring,
for like,
but...
yes. So anyway, we're like kind of with Jack, with music. He's very interested in the Paw Patrol soundtrack and a Paw Patrol Christmas soundtrack, and we are not. So we're kind of trying to find other things to listen to. And though he hasn't seen the movies that these songs are from, you know, they are sing-songy, they are catchy as hell, and he likes them and stuff. So now I'm like, we are fully transitioning into pop punk and emo and like that kind of stuff.
Get it while you can.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. Oh, it's great. So I'll listen to Yellow Card do A Whole New World all week. It's fine because it's really cool and it's really good and the song actually rules. So anyway, that's fun. Listening to emo covers of Disney songs from like 2 years ago because where the hell was I?
Outstanding.
Having a 2-year-old. Great.
Hey, thanks for hanging
You know what
around,
we didn't talk about?
Oh, what?
We didn't talk about the new Bill Murray.
Yeah, but we're at hour 20 already.
Next time.
I will have listened to it a couple more times by then. It's great.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get tricked into talking about it right now. So pushing the button, we're going to get out of here. The music's beginned. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for bearing with us while we rant about stuff that we're probably a little too upset about.
Whatever.
Probably a little beyond justifiable, but anyway.
Been podcasting a long time. It's some pent-up feelings.
Yeah. Especially thanks to the patrons, who are Stephen P., Alex Melts Teles, Mike Wants All the Teles, Rabbi Bob, Binger Gaker, Carson Rickets, Matthew Fenselau, Risenwolf, B-Gow, 69420, Andrew Walsh of Andrew's Alcove, Sean Wright of Lollygagger Effects, and Eric Giribaldi.
I will update your names next time. Bye.
Next time. Okay, bye.